Welcome back, everybody. In the kitchen now with Karen Doster from the Wisconsin Marketing Board. Great to see you, Karen.
Good to see you, too.
Fun new thing going on. We're talking about pairing chocolate and cheese together.
Right.
And I know that's very in, just people having a wine and cheese party or a chocolate and wine party, you know, because you don't have to cook, really. You just set a bunch of different stuff out and have some fun with it.
It's a great idea. You know, you pair cheese and beer, cheese and wine. How about cheese and chocolate?
Sounds good to me.
So
sign me up. Yeah.
We've come up with actually a new online cheese and chocolate pairing guide that you could just go to eatwisconsincheese.com, find it there, and look at all kinds of great ideas pairing wonderful Wisconsin cheeses with chocolate. Okay, two things that we both love, cheese and chocolate. So we have some great ideas here, and to kind of stimulate maybe some other ideas that you might have as well.
Okay.
So one that's pretty simple is actually using brownies, one of my favorites around Valentine's Day as well. And in the grocery store, in the bakery section, sometimes you can find brownie bites or those little mini brownie cookies. So here I have some bites, and why don't you cut that in half, slice it in half.
Just this way or the other way? Okay, all right, so we're going to make like a little sandwich?
Yeah, we're going to make a little sandwich, right. And we're going to be using Wisconsin mascarpone cheese, which is a sweet cheese that very much is good for dessert.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is you're going to have the base there.
Okay.
These will be the tops.
Okay.
And we're going to start by putting a little dollop of the Wisconsin mascarpone cheese on each one. Okay, so we have a couple here we're making.
If people aren't familiar with it, it's basically the cheese that you hear or they use in tiramisu. So it's and you can find it anywhere. It used to be a little tough to find. It's not hard to find.
It always comes in tubs like this,
yeah.
and it's kind of very sweet, very creamy, delicious cheese. Goes in lots of different dishes, even savory dishes. Then what I'm going to use is some Nutella or some kind of hazelnut spread, which is a really fun chocolate. I'm going to get another little spoon here.
My daughter's a huge fan of that.
A lot of kids like this too.
Yes.
So you just put a little dollop on there as well.
Okay.
And a little bit more here. And then you're going to put the other layer on
the top on? The little hat on? These are fun too because they're not only easy, the in thing now are our minis, little mini desserts.
Yes,
this
exactly.
is, I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. Then just put,
Put it on top. Then a little bit more mascarpone. And I know you were taking a look at my espresso coffee beans over here. We have a whole tray of different chocolate choices.
I was not only taking a look at the chocolate-covered espresso beans, I nibble on a couple of them.
So we're going to put those on top.
Fun.
And so you could serve these maybe on a little dish like this. I mean, it looks very elegant, but simple to put together, like that. Put a few more coffee beans on for some decoration there.
Super cute.
And then you have a little bit of dessert, but again, pairing chocolate and cheese, which is a really great combination.
Yeah,
so that's fun, and I like these because you could make your own brownies, but they're already done. So
love that. That's
easy.
A real quick, easy, book club.
Yeah, exactly.
Little
and kids
dessert.
love that too. So and if you don't want to use the coffee beans, you can use peanuts.
Yeah,
exactly.
whatever.
Chocolate-covered peanuts, whatever.
Okay. Raspberry.
Another one we have. This is using one of my favorite cheese, Wisconsin Gruyere cheese, which is a kind of a nutty cheese, but it has some grassy notes.
I love it.
And this is really fun. It's actually at the cover of the Cheese and Pairing Chocolate Guide.
Okay.
We're going to take some rosemary cashews, and actually I prepared these myself. You're just roasting some cashews and mixing some rosemary and butter and salt in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to take some of this Gruyere cheese, and you can make it look real pretty by maybe making some triangle style. Take a wedge of it and put a few pieces like that in a little dish. So this is kind of a little appetizer.
Okay.
And then these flavors pair really well with milk chocolate. The sweetness and the savory flavor of the cashews as well as the cheese, and then maybe dress it up with a little bit of sprig of rosemary.
How fancy is
Isn't that fun?
So
Look how easy to put together.
This is basically like bring on a good movie, and I am a happy camper here with your nuts, your rosemary.
It really goes well together, and these rosemary
covered
cashews are really delicious. Put a few more in there.
Oh yeah, perfect for a party. That's a nice little, you're having people over, a great starter and a conversation piece.
And then another one that we have is using a Wisconsin aged Gouda cheese. Okay, so we're going to take a few chunks of that, and this is a cheese that has very rich, very buttery, and slightly sweet. So we're going to pair this with a little bit of a bittersweet chocolate covered toffee. So you can put a few chunks perhaps in a little bowl or whatever you'd like that. And here I have some of the toffee that's with the dark chocolate on it.
I'm
and
very
those two
familiar
flavors,
with that. I love chocolate-covered toffee.
those two flavors go together really well.
Yeah.
And you may not think that, but you know, it's like pairing wine and cheese or beer and cheese. You know, the different kinds of flavors pair really well together, and someone has actually tested this and found that this works really well.
Ooh,
okay.
Yum.
And then finally, and this is just another idea, popcorn is always a great snack, and pairing that with some Wisconsin Asiago cheese, which is kind of a sharp flavor to it, a little bit salty. You know, the sweet and salty is always a great flavor combination. Well, this is the same idea. So mix some popcorn with some of the Wisconsin Asiago cheese, and we can toss that a little bit. And the sweet that we're going to put in here, we'll just use a little bowl here, is going to be chocolate-covered peanuts. So you have some texture differences in there. You have some of the saltiness from the cheese, Asiago cheese, and then some of the chocolate-covered peanuts in there.
That is one happy Valentine's night for me.
I might have that for bunko. You know, that's one of those that you would serve there for your guests too.
That is so fun.
So those are some of the ideas that are in this little online brochure. Again, it's a cheese and chocolate pairing guide.
And how do you find it? What's the website again?
EatWisconsinCheese.com, and our regular website. There's a link right to it. It's featured this month.
All right. You can also get the recipes on our website. Karen's going to stick around and do a seriously good chocolate cake for Valentine's Day or another time. So stay with us. We'll be back.